Hello, this is Dr. P. Shobha Rani, Professor in the Department of CSE RMDEC Engineering College. Today we'll try to discuss about the object-oriented analysis and design. Under object-oriented software engineering, we will try to take a topic called as an architectural context. Here we will try to see at the architectural design level what are all the various types of the context diagrams are there. We have seen the diagram properly. We have the actors and we have the pairs that are present. We have two types of the systems are there. One is nothing but the superordinate system. Second one is nothing but the subordinate systems. What is your target systems? How the subordinate, how the superordinate systems are dependent on the target systems, and how the target system will evaluate the problems from the subordinate, how the actors are used by making use of the use cases, and how the peers will be extended. We will try to see. Here we will see that the same thing in the form of we will try to take an example for let's call as by making use of a home owner, the security function. This is the best example given by the author of the object oriented software engineering. See, in order to save home product, actually it is how we are going to how you are going to make the safe home in absence of the owner of that particular house also has been given like this. See, there is a security function. Okay, the security function is connected by means of the control panel, and then the control panel is the one which will have the entire design of this particular security the security function, and the home owner where he will be able to access the security function. The security function, we have one product called as a safe home product is there, and then the internet based system is there, and the sensors are connected, users will be there, and then the surveillance function will be there where you will be able to view through the cameras, that we will try to call it as called as a surveillance functions. Okay, we have the archetype is a class or a pattern that defines a core abstraction that is critical to the design of an architecture for the target system. The core abstraction is nothing but it just only a declaration or a brief explanation of a particular pattern or a class is nothing but the core abstraction. Architecture can be derived by examining the analysis classes defined as a part of the requirements. See, here we will have the controller, and we will have the node that is connected between the detector and the indicator, and it will communicate through the node. That means controller will be able to find out through the indication who is the and through the detector. That means indicator will shows and detector will find out, and it will be connected to the node, and then the node will in turn will give the information to the controller. At any time these nodes can be disposed, or maybe these nodes will be disconnected or maybe connected by making use of the communication between the node and then the controller. Okay, we will try to see refine the architecture into components. Okay, the various components are nothing but the source for choosing the components is nothing but the application domain, that is a business domain, and infrastructure domain. That means application domain means how for a client it should look like that you will try to call it as application domain. Infrastructure domain is nothing but for the internal implementation of the program or internal implementation of the coding or design. We will try to call it as infrastructure domain. One is nothing but the memory management component, communication component, and then the database components will be present. Now again we will take an example called as the top level components. External communication management, that means for the safe home there are two types of the processing. One is a external communication management where the communication of the security function with the external entities such as other internet based systems and external alarm notification. Control panel processing manages all the control panel functionalities. Okay, next one is a detector management, coordinates access to all the detectors attached to the system. Next one is an alarm processing, verifies and acts as all the alarm conditions. Next one, see how this safe home executive, how it is going to execute. You have the security function is present, you have the surveillance, you have the home management that is present. The external communication management are nothing but the GUI and internet interface. The internal security consists of a control panel processing, detector management, and then the alarm processing. These are all present under the security function. Okay. is the installation, how the installation has been done. The architecture design that has been modeled to this point is still relatively high level. External communication, we have two things, GUI and interface, internet interface. Security function has got a control panel, detector management, alarm processing, and again alarm processing will have the phone communication alarm. Detector management will have this scheduler and then the sensor, and then the control panel will have the keypad processing and the CP. Okay, display functions. The diagram, this particular diagram will clearly explains how the save function, save form function execution process will be done. Thank you.